Peace, y'all. This is gonna be a quick video. I saw a body cam, and I wanted to talk about it. And I want to talk about it because this is one of the reasons why I don't go into the comments like everybody does nowadays. They're like, oh, I'm a comment dude. I read the comments, blah blah blah. You got to form your own opinion before you read the comments. Because I feel the police made this situation worse. But if you look at the comments, because the comments go off of how the video is titled, they're all on the police side and everything like that. So let me play the body cam that I saw, and I'll show you where they made it worse. And I've been in this situation. They were at a high school basketball game. The police were clearing out the basketball game at the end, but what is uncalled for is I'm about to play it.
13th, 2025, Sierra Vista, Arizona. Police arrived to a couple at a high school basketball game, refusing to leave the gym. Watch how a basketball game turns into complete chaos.
See, again, like the narration, police arrived to a couple at a basketball game. Anybody who's been to a basketball game know that police are already there. Those police weren't called there they were already there. I guarantee you know how it is, especially now in 2025. They got security there. They got police there to help them in case anything goes awry. I get that.
I have not said a word.
Leave the building.
I have not done anything to disturb anything. I don't know why you're
Leave the building. Leave the building. Get with your dad. Leave the building, please.
Dude,
leave the building. Leave the building. Leave the building.
See, they're asking valid questions. They're waiting for their kids. Are their kids out? I'm not sure if it's a girls or boys basketball game. It doesn't matter. He's saying, the other guy's saying, I'm going to leave the building. You don't have to push me, sir. And I feel like this is going to show how I believe that police escalate the situation.
We're waiting for our
Leave
kids.
the building, please.
That's why I walked through, so I can tell you where
Leave the building.
Please.
Leave the building. You've already been advised. Leave the building. Leave the building. Leave the building.
we're trying to. We are trying to.
This is when the police started escalating the situation. All of that pushing them and grabbing them. She asked you a question. Are the kids out? You keep saying, leave the building, leave the building. That must be your orders. Hey, how about you answer the question? Your kids aren't out yet. Even if you don't know the answer, your kids aren't out yet, but when they are out, we'll send them out to you, but we're trying to clear the gym out. That's how I've been dealt with police in the past. When I played basketball, when I went to basketball games and the police are clearing out. And also, once you get past all of this, once we keep fast forwarding, you can see that there's a whole crowd of people. They're all trying to get out. You can only go out so quickly.
Keep them coming, Code 3. We're inside the gym.
Come on, let's go.
No, leave the building. Leave the building.
We are trying to.
Leave the building.
We are trying to.
Walk out from the building. Walk out from the building. Walk out from the building. Leave the building.
I don't want to.
Turn around and leave the building or you're going to jail. It's as simple as that. Turn around and leave the building. Walk out of the building.
See, he just pushed the hell out of him. And they show it from a different angle too. Push the hell out of him, it made him push into other people, knock other people down. So did you not expect these people to be upset? You're literally pushing them. All you had to do was just keep saying, all you got to do is just keep going with your hands. Hey, leave the building, leave the building. Yeah, I know you want your kids. You have to wait for your kids outside of the building. We have to clear the gym now. You have to leave the building. You have to leave the building. Sometimes you got to keep doing that. You don't have to. Police always think they have to put their hands on you and push you and force you. That's the problem. There's a whole backup. It's all them people you'll see from the other angle.
Leave the building.
Oh my God!
And then he started pulling them back in. So they were already out the building. They were already out of the gym area. So that's what you were clearing them out. Why didn't you let them keep walking out? You grabbed them and pulled them back in and made sure that they were under arrest. This is on the cop. This is not on the parents. They were walking out. They may have been slow. It may have not have been. It probably wasn't at the speed that he wanted to be at, so they had to get arrested, and that's your problem. It might have been slow, but they did what they did. They got out. They got out. You asked them to go, they're going. There was no reason for him to push that guy. And then when the girl turned around, was like, hey, man, you know, you just pushed them into me, then grab the girl and grab the guy and put him under arrest, because this is strictly on the police fault.
Leave the building. Walker.
Oh my God! What is he doing?
You are not doing this! You are not doing this!
He's doing this shit. Come here. You're under arrest. You are under arrest. You are under arrest.
Hey, watch yourself! No, hey, no. I'm not under arrest. Back up. No, you can't.
Back up.
Hey, back up, guys. Back up.
You're under arrest. Come here.
Where did you even get off?
Back up. Back up. Step inside. You're under arrest. Step inside. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been out to talk to these, but if you fucking saw how they were, you guys saw. Bro, what's your problem? I'm trying to, sir.
All right, this is the other angle. You see, they're going out. They're going out. There's people there. They can only walk so fast. And he's pushing them out. Oh, this is a young cop. This is one of those young cops that just got on the force, or maybe he's been there 10 years or so. Maybe he got on when he was 18, 20, whatever. He's been there 10 years or so. They weren't moving at the rate that he expected them to move at. So he's pushing them out. All these people behind him, once they started going out, you could have went and started going to some of these people behind them. Hey, you guys got to leave the building too.
I don't want you to turn around and leave the building. You're going to jail. It's as simple as that.
Turn around and leave the building.
And now she turned around. She's turned around at this point. They're leaving out, and you still got your hand on your back, and you decide to give them that extra push because you're an asshole. Right there. And then because they got upset and they turned around to him like, why you pushed him? Now he got to justify it and put him under arrest.
Oh my God! What is he doing?
Hey, guys.
You are not doing this. You are not doing this.
You don't touch your under arrest. You are under arrest.
Stop! No, calm yourself! Hey, watch yourself! No, hey, no. I'm not
You're under arrest. Back up. Back up. You're under arrest. Come here.
No! Where did you get off?
I'm trying to leave.
Back up. Back up. Step inside. You're under arrest. Step inside.
Let's go.
He's so damn emotional, he can't even put the cuffs on him. Hands all red and shit like that, arms all red. He's so damn emotional, can't even put the cuffs on him. Aren't police the ones that's supposed to be able to keep their composure? If these officers need to at the very least, be retrained. And it don't need to be just like a one-day thing. You know what I mean? Really retrained. 2-3 months.
Hey, go! Hey, military police. He goes, what are you guys doing? You're trying to grab his wife.
Hey, sit up, man. Sit up.
I'll just stay here. I don't want anything else. I'll just stay here.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're okay.
This guy's 25 years military.
And he
police.
knows better. And when we tell him to leave the building and he's walking like a child.
Guy grabbed his wife.
Get out of here, man.
I'm trying to just get them all out.
You guys gotta be better.
Sick. You're disgusting.
Exit the building. Exit the building.
Keep fucking walking.
I get it. Exit the building. Exit the building.
Shit.
Exit shit. I'm blaming him. Exit the building. What? Exit the building. Exit the building. Exit the building.
Still pushing people, because he can't wait to lock up somebody else, because he's a punk.
Exit the building now!
Anybody that's refusing to exit is going to be placed under arrest.
How are they refusing to exit when they literally all got their backs turned to you and they're facing the door and they're walking out? What are you talking about? This is that overpower.
Exit the building.
It's not TPD, that's for sure.
Exit the building.
Come on. So much for
Right.
So there's a group of about 30 like standing up parents with the other team. Frankie told them numerous times to leave. They essentially were refusing. We gave them numerous orders. There was a female that wouldn't leave, so I was starting to direct them out. She turned around and kind of got up in our face. I went to go.
That ain't what happened. And he's telling it from his own side. She never got in your face. The only time she was in your face was she was in the gym and she asked, you know, I was waiting for my kids. And then you started pushing her and you started pushing her husband. So that, and then when you pushed her husband out the door and it rammed into her and a few other people, yeah, then they turned around and they were upset, rightfully so. Because why are you pushing me out the door? It's a simple high school basketball game. All you got to do is, hey, you know, you got to leave. You got to leave. You have to go. It wasn't, he didn't like it. They like that they weren't moving as fast as he thought they should move. But you saw all those people out there. You saw that line of people that were trying to leave. Let them leave, man. Once you see their back is to you and they're going out the door, all right, let them go out the door then.
Grab her. The coach stepped in and started trying to push me away from her. And so we ended up just grabbing the coach. He's in there in handcuffs now. But this gentleman right here is somehow another coach. He wants to talk to you, the bigger than the blue. Okay.
You got to
That's
talk
how
to
we're band is, that's fine. Sit up, you're going to sit up here for us. 1, 2, 3. You gotta have to stand up.
I'm trying, sir.
Have a seat. You have an ID on you at all?
Yeah, in my hand.
In here somewhere? Or you want me to just get your name?
Oh, you can just get my name. I mean,
What's your last name?
Bucks, B-U-K-S-H.
B-U-K-S-H.
S-H.
And your first name?
Sahib.
Spell it.
S-A-H-I-B.
And your date of birth? What's your ID out of?
Arizona. Yeah, can I ask why?
And your address?
Oh, can I ask why?
Yeah, because you're being essentially placed under arrest right now for criminal trespass.
So I'm being arrested for trespassing?
Right now you're under arrest for trespass. Yeah, failing to properly, essentially, abide by an order to disperse or leave the property.
But that's what I was trying to do.
No, you weren't.
He clearly was trying to leave. He had his back to you the whole time. You were the one pushing him, and he definitely tried to leave. So don't say no, he wasn't trying to leave. I watched the video. We all just watched the video. They were clearly trying to leave, and the cops escalated the situation.
So,
and that's not even her husband. That's the coach in there.
and essentially, it's a criminal trespass.
Correct.
Right? They're not leaving.
They're not.
And you're using force to help them leave.
And the force was essentially, you guys need to leave, you guys need to leave, you guys need to leave.
Right.
Fuck you, we're not leaving, we're waiting for our kids. Frankie explained to them, the kids
Nobody said fuck you.
aren't being released this way, they're being released out that door. If you want to wait for your kids,
Yeah.
you need to exit the building.
Also didn't hear any explanation on that video when they asked about waiting for their kids. I didn't hear any explanation saying the kids were going to be out a different way. That's what I said in the first part of the video. You should have said the kids aren't coming out this way. They're not going to be able to come out until everybody leaves the building. Simple as that. Then they would have had to leave.
Building and wait for them by the
We
bus.
just need to get some witness statements and probably arrest more people.
Probably, yeah.
Just to,
Yeah.
that's
Including.
Right. Find a way to justify it.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to any questioning and to be with you during any questioning you so desire. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand your rights?
You're really arresting him?
if you want to just scoot over a little bit, that way you guys can sit together.
Are you going to arrest your officer?
No, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights too, okay?
I'm being arrested too?
I'm just going to read you your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to any questioning and to be with you during any questioning that you so desire. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand your rights?
Here's your ID back. Come on over, down over here, and I'll explain your citation to you. So you're receiving a criminal citation for 2 things. First is trespassing, and second is resisting arrest. I give you a court date down here at the bottom. It's about a month out, March 13th, 2025, 1:30 in the afternoon. Justice Precinct number 5. Here's their phone number and their address. By signing, you're not admitting guilt. You're just promising to appear as directed. Instead of you going to jail and seeing a judge tomorrow morning, we're just making an appointment for you to see a judge about a month out, okay? Just need a signature from you down there by the X. Like I said, by signing, you're not admitting guilt. You're just promising to appear as directed. If that court date doesn't work for you, contact the court sometime well in advance and reschedule it, okay?
Can I ask why these charges are being brought up against me?
Because there's probable cause for your arrest. So for one, failing to leave real property at a reasonable request to leave by law enforcement, and second, for resisting arrest after I told you you're under arrest and you essentially sat on the ground and refused to submit to arrest, and you refused to come inside after we were pulling you inside for several seconds, pulling away against us, propping yourself into the door frame to prevent us from arresting you. That's resisting arrest. It's actually a higher class than what I'm actually citing you for. I'm citing you for the misdemeanor passive resistance. That was not passive resistance. That was actually higher than passive resistance. But you're getting cited for passive resistance.
Man, shut up. See, I hate when cops try to be like, oh, you know, because they were wrong and we knew they were wrong. Because if this body cam comes out, you can see like, yo, you're pushing him. You pushed him into and caused all of this. And, you know, I gave you a lesser charge because I'm looking out for you. You ain't looking out for shit. You looking out for yourself, because if your sergeant who you just lied to saw this video would realize you just lied and escalated all of this.
To keep it misdemeanor for you, as opposed to being a felony and you would go to jail tonight for sure.
Okay, and that's at your discretion that I was resisting arrest, or is
no,
it?
The discretion part is instead of charging you for the felony, it's waivable to a misdemeanor. So he's decided to charge you a misdemeanor, cite release you instead of taking you to the jail. That's
Okay.
what he's saying.
So if you were saying that I was resisting arrest, but yet I'm trying to get everybody out, and you're trying to yank me.
I told you you're under arrest and grabbed you, and you pulled out from the doorway, braced yourself in the door, and repeatedly refused to ultimately submit to arrest after I told you, I think 3 or 4 times, that you were under arrest, and you still refused to submit to arrest and resisted arrest.
Yeah, but I got him right here, so I might as well have the dialogue, sir. I mean,
yeah, so that's why. As far as arguing whether or not you think that that's appropriate, that's something you'll have to do in court. I'm asking, do you have questions on the content of the citation or information on how to appear?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Well, he wasn't asking you if it was appropriate. He's military police, so he does your job in the fucking military. So when he puts somebody under arrest, it's no, yeah, you know, I'm gonna drop it down to a lesser charge because, you know, it wasn't really like that. No. If it's like that, it's like that. That's what he's saying. I mean, why do all that if you're gonna come back on the back end and be like, well, you know, I'm just gonna drop it down to a misdemeanor for you and shit like that? Why do all that when you could have just been like, hey, they're out the door, and keep shuttling them out the door? That's all I'm saying. The cop escalated this situation and then try to back down and walk it down like he didn't escalate this.
About the contract.
I explained the 2 charges for you.
Just so I make sure I understand.
And if you'd like, you can look up the ARS statutes right here and read the actual law as it pertains to what you're getting cited for. If you have any questions as to the conduct and how that applies to the law.
So I'm not a law professional like you are, which is why I'm asking you, because
he's not a law professional either. The cop don't know shit. Not about law. They don't know a fuck thing about law. You got to ask lawyers. Cops are not law professionals. They enforce the law. They should be better at it, but fortunately, a lot of them are not, and they don't know the law. The ones that know the laws, solid usually, in my opinion, in my experience. But a lot of these ones, they don't know the laws. They just signed up, did the training academy. They learned whatever little bullshit they learned, and now they're getting paid $50,000 to $100,000. And they're not doing a good job on policing the community, because this is horrible. You're at a basketball game, and in my opinion, the cop escalated all of that. The other cop jumping in is what cops do once they say, hey, you're under arrest, you know, grab them. So I can't totally blame the other cop, but that one cop that was pushing them, yeah, I could definitely blame that. The other cop didn't have his hands on them at any time, and they were still all herding out the building.
It's your interpretation.
Perfect. Any other questions about how to show up to court?
No. So the criminal trespassing portion, you told me about the resisting arrest. What is?
You refused to leave on a reasonable request by law enforcement.
Okay, what is considered reasonable?
Telling you to leave several
That'll
times.
ultimately be up to a judge or a
So
jury.
unless you have questions about how to appear in court.
If that's the case, then everybody should be under arrest for criminal trespassing, because you was telling a lot of people to leave several times, and they didn't leave. They didn't leave right away. So what are you talking about? There was people still in the gym when you was dealing with those people, and they didn't leave. You could clearly see in the video they were behind you. You didn't tell them to leave. You didn't go arrest them. All these other people were out there. So it's like, that's the bullshit right there.
Or I'm not going to just dispute whether or not you think you should be charged with those
Make
things.
sure I understand it, sir. You open.
But again, he's not asking about whether he thinks you charge it. He signed the paper, he got the paper and shit. He's asking you certain questions about your judgment, you fucking fool. But this cop is an idiot, and I feel like he should not be at any basketball games. You know, put him on post somewhere and make him sit there. You know, but any basketball games, dealing with children, dealing with parents and stuff, dealing with people, I don't know if he's cut out for that.
For question, I just want to.
The question's about the citation itself, not how you think that you didn't violate the law.
Okay.
So if you understand how to show up to court to prevent you from getting an arrest warrant, cool. Hang out right there. Let me explain it to her.
Sure thing. I'm ready to walk you out if you're ready.
Is my wife?
Yeah, you guys are good to
are
go.
both free to go. You have court dates in the future.
Officers gained control of both suspects, Sahib Baksh and Rebecca Baksh, charged with criminal trespassing and resisting arrest, given court dates and released without jail transport. 50 commands ignored, 4 warnings dismissed, all over a high school basketball game.
All right, so that predator cop, I don't want to get into that. Want to start up regardless of me? All right. Well, anyway, look, yeah, man, that cop completely escalated, and that cop should be retrained at the least. You know, I'm not going to necessarily say he shouldn't be a cop. I don't know his other records, but this one is horrible right here. And I don't even understand it, why you couldn't let them just leave as they were leaving. You know, why did you have to push that man? And you escalated the situation, and cops are supposed to be trained to de-escalate the situation. So just because they said 50 commands ignored, okay, give them 51, give them 60. All you're doing is talking. You know, you did not need to, but you probably need to get arrested or something like that for that month or that week. Keep your numbers up. So, hey, man, you know, that's how the fuck it be. But I'm pretty sure if they had a good lawyer, they got that shit thrown out. Easy. I'd have got a good lawyer, a real good lawyer. I'm pretty sure they do. Military police. He probably could have got a good one pro bono and got that shit thrown out. Because he seemed like he didn't have any criminal record or anything like that. If they'd looked him up and he had a criminal record or something like that, they'd have took him to jail. You know, but they tried to, work with him, and we're gonna bring it down for you and shit. So it's not that serious, and that bullshit that police do when they're wrong and they gotta justify it. And then he lied to his sergeant. You know, just the whole video was egregiously bad. And I hope they got out of it. I hope they got all the charges dropped. And it's your boy Sav. I'm out of here. Peace, y'all. I'll be back with another video. Maybe a couple days. Probably not gonna be tomorrow. Later. Peace.